It's Macho and it's Mutt, and we have our boy, the man with the new Indiegogo plan, Cody Martinez, with us. Welcome, Cody. This is Comics and Whatever. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Great, thank you.
Yeah. Good to hear. So we have a bunch of people waiting, so I feel like the right thing to do is say hello to our friends. Really, it looks like it's just Sean so far.
Sean's the best.
And he is making sure he's dropping some hashtags on us early, dropping some Indiegogo links early. That's fantastic. Thank you, Sean. Good to see you as always, my friend. And also, aloha to Good Dog Press. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Yeah, how are you doing tonight, guys? What's up? Oh, and Septinov just jumped in. Got to say hey to our boy, who's going to die very shortly, Septinov. Anyway, how are we doing, Cody? How you doing tonight, man?
I'm good. Yeah, I was very busy the last couple of days, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm back in the saddle. Not really, because I got to work at like 6 a.m. But yeah, it's like Macho said, it's all a balance. Or Mutt-Man said, it's all a balance, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it is.
You gotta make that
true. Busy and tired and hustling while you can, right?
Mm-hmm. Get in where you fit in.
That's right. How are you doing, Mutt?
I'm good, man. I got in trouble earlier because I was being too loud and my children are trying to sleep. So
what were you like? What were you doing to get in trouble? Were you like practicing wrestling moves down there or something? You had you were cranking up your Ric Flair entrance music and just practicing your woo.
Yeah, I had a big cardboard box laid out, and I was practicing my breakdancing moves.
Yeah,
dude, that always happens to me. My wife always gets on me when I do that.
Yeah,
turn down that Run DMC.
That's right. Well, we're not here to talk about you though, Mutt. So you get back to drawing or whatever you got to do. We're here to talk to Cody, our friend Cody, that is put together a pretty awesome Indiegogo campaign for his comic Wisdom Comes. And so we're going to learn a little bit about that. And also, I hope that everybody will tune in and stick around because we have a new segment that we've created that Mutt's going to learn about here shortly. Everybody's going to learn about here shortly. It's going to be great. And so just stick around for that. I promise you it will absolutely be worth it. So first thing is first, Cody. Tell us about yourself. And once you're telling us about yourself, I want you to tell us about Wisdom Comes.
Okay. Yeah, my name's Cody Martinez. A lot of people think I'm Italian, but I'm not. I live in California, unfortunately. Well, there's not much to say. I got a lot of ideas, and I'm getting them down on paper, and just trying to get the word out there and trying to get these stories out to people because that's my main goal. So, Wisdom Comes is a huge project I've been working on for about 10 years now, and finally kicking it into gear and trying to realize it. So, it's an epic fantasy saga. It's a huge, epic, sprawling fantasy tale of revenge, self-discovery. You've got the triumph of will in there. It's just a big badass project that
awesome.
And it's coming. So the campaign launch.
I've accidentally.
What?
Sorry. I had something echo in my earphone. I didn't mean to interrupt you. You're good. Go ahead.
That's fine. It's all good. Yeah, the campaign launched Friday. We got 33 days left. I got 11 backers. I thought I had 12. I don't know if maybe I didn't refresh it. No, it's 11. I'm sorry. 21%. Pretty close to 1K. So yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah. So a couple people reached out to me on Twitter, said they backed, and I was very thankful for that. And somebody bought the Get Your Face Ripped Off tier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
yes.
Cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Very cool.
Yeah. Can't wait. I know. Well,
I know those numbers are going to come up for sure. Oh, who is it? Can you say?
Yeah, it's my boss. Yeah,
that's incredible.
He's pretty
that's
stoked
amazing.
about it. Yeah, so
that's so cool, man. That's so cool.
So I'm gonna eventually
Oh,
be taking photos of him, and I'm gonna be directing him like, okay, do this face and get into this
yeah.
pose. So I've got to be the photographer there. So that's gonna be fun.
Mutt's going to be getting into that really with ours too. We have
Yeah.
a number of people that have to be that he has to contact and ask them to make funny faces. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
And
He
that's a
just had
cool perk.
he just did
Good.
that one page with the two thugs on the side of Volt.
Yep.
Yeah, those are
Yep.
drawn
Yeah. Just
into.
got that one inked up. I don't think those are just
Oh,
out of his head.
oh, okay.
Yeah. But so there'll be some folks that you see getting straight up knocked out later on in the book, and those people will be actual some of the backers.
Cool.
And then you'll see somebody die. Very important that you know.
Yeah.
You're going to see somebody die, and he's one of your supporters.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Except the off says, "Rip your boss's face."
Yeah.
Oh, rip your boss's face off.
He's
Sorry.
gonna get ripped off.
Yeah. Anyway, cool. Well, so tell us about Wisdom Come. I know Wisdom Comes. I know it is your kind of this big thing you've been working on for years, and you and I have talked a lot on some streams before.
Mhm.
And I mean, this is literally like years and years of you pouring into this whole comic process, making process. Like you've been creating the world and a language and like all kinds of stuff. The characters, you're like really, really in deep. So tell me, give me the quick pitch for Wisdom Comes. And then I guess I have some more questions for you about the campaign, but give me the quick pitch. I want to hear that first.
Yeah, so Wisdom Comes is basically the life story of Derricos Galvin. He's a troubled young realist who devotes his life to saving his people from annihilation by dragons. So he lives on this planet Hera, and it's inhabited by humanoids, and there happen to be dragons there. And for about 200 years now, the dragons have been slaughtering Herons left and right. They've just been ramping up this onslaught on the people. And so he decides to take a stand. And chapter 1 focuses on his early life, and it shows you what set him on that quest, and his motivations for devoting his life to saving his people. He's taking the job that no one has taken yet. So
awesome. And so you're saying so this is for chapter 1, correct? This Indiegogo is for chapter 1. So correct. You have how many chapters are you planning? Do you have like a whole series planned?
Yeah, so roughly it's about 9. That's what I want to keep it at. So about 9 chapters of 64 pages each. That's enough to cover the story. I do have plans to perhaps bundle some chapters together if things work out, or if I get enough of the artwork done for 2 chapters at once. I'd love to just throw that in.
Yeah.
Just have 2 chapters in a volume just to cut down how many campaigns I would have to do or whatever, But yeah, eventually 64 times 9, I'm not a good math person, but I'm shooting for somewhere around 300 pages total.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, I want this to be a big old thing on your bookshelf, like a big book you just want to pick up. You're going to have to use a bookmark.
Yeah, I like it. So one day you're envisioning a real leather-bound hardcover edition that can sit up on your bookshelf,
stand out,
and just be like a you pull that big sucker out.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, I actually want to do like a ribbon bookmark in it.
Oh yeah, like classic.
Yeah,
that's very cool. So that's cool. So you're going to do a multiple Indiegogo campaigns or Kickstarter, whatever, crowdfunding, hopefully to get this thing going. And then maybe a collected edition in the end, which I love a collected edition. I love a large book that's sitting on the shelf for sure. So what kind of things, like, I know I've probably asked this question or a similar question before, but like, what is where do you draw inspiration from? Is it from writers, artists? Is it from like pop culture? Like what is it? Where do you get your inspiration? Do you have any like muses that are like your usual go-to?
Yeah, I would say the main one is music, which is, I know, is
cool.
Kind of unconventional. You don't hear a lot of people saying like, yeah, music inspires my writing, but it really does to me, especially lyrical content, because I'm a huge metal fan. been for years, but I listen to all types of genres. Like I'll literally listen to anything, but man, there's some like metal musicians and artists out there and albums and lyrics and things that are happen to be metal that have really inspired this story in particular. I would say that's the major driving force. There was a period about 5 years ago where I was listening to this album by Gojira, and I sat down and I was like, you know what, I want to do some work on the book. So I opened up my sketchbook and put on this album, and for each song I basically just wrote a scene that followed the song and went along to the music, like if you were watching a music video kind of. So I have them somewhere, these pages, and they're really goofy now by the, like, compared to what the story is now, they're totally different. It's really funny to actually go back and read them. But yeah, that was one thing I did where I would just listen to a song and say, okay, I could see this happening and this happening. I wrote out these scenes, and that was those scenes. Like there's a page long description in the sketchbook for each track on that album, and each one of those is like expanded on and developed and made better.
Yeah, by the music, right?
Yeah. But in the current version of the book, it's all there.
Okay, cool. So,
like,
here's what you do. I got an idea for you. So you need to get with the man Doug Garrett, because that guy can throw down some nasty heavy metal. And you should you guys should work together to make an album for Wisdom Comes that you can play. You can just have the book sitting in your lap and you can press play. And then you have the track as you're reading the book. How cool would that be?
Dude, I have thought about that, and I was actually talking to him about
that would be incredible.
Video. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah.
Well, all right, good. I'm glad you've had that idea, because I think that's a phenomenal idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe stretch goal, right?
Yeah, sure. Definitely, definitely in the future too. Like for the TPB, just put out an album, because I play guitar too, so I could do it.
Okay, right on.
Yeah. In terms of inspirations, music is probably the main one, but definitely like Tolkien, Conan the Barbarian, Edgar Rice Burroughs, the Elder Scrolls sagas.
Yeah, right on.
Those are some major influences as well.
Sweet. So we're looking at the campaign. Mutt has the campaign up, and Mutt, I'm going to ask you to scroll back up to the top, because I want to look at some of these perks. Talk about some perks. There you go. Do your job. Since you can't talk, you're being so loud. You got to do what I say.
It's okay. I can talk.
I can't fight back.
Right on. So it's looking good. I would love to see that number go up as we're sitting here live. It would be really cool.
Somebody buy one, man. Come on. Buy one while we're on this show. I want to see this thing go up.
Yeah, it'd be pretty excellent. So you have the he's showing the secret perk on the page. I guess if you haven't he said it's fine. So if you sign up for the mailing list, correct, you can get that. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can still sign up. I'm still offering that. It's not like it's just whoever's on the mailing list has access to it, and that's just how it's going to be. So
if you're listening to this or seeing this, then sign up for the mailing list, because you get big bang for your buck on this $50 tier. Since it's right here, we're looking at it. The secret tier looks like it says, "Hey there, you're the best, and I love you." I like it. But it looks like you get a lot. So you're getting physical copy and the digital copy of Chapter 1. You're getting a logo sticker. One of my favorite things, the fold-out map of Hera, because I'm a map guy. I like maps. So, and you're getting a 5x7 sketch card. So that's from your artist. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's epic, man.
My Italian
that's really
guy.
Good.
Yeah. So, and I mean, if you can't find how to sign up to the mailing list, just hit me up on Twitter or something. I'll throw you in there, because I made a mistake when I was launching, and I had that secret tier set to hidden, because I didn't know that you had to make it visible. I thought it would have just been visible, but I should have known that secret meant it was just for the links.
Right.
Whatever. So I tried to resend the link out, and I'm going to resend it again just as an update to subscribers, everybody on the list, because I think it showed like about 50% of people opened it. And I'm fine with that, but I'm just going to resend it anyway, just in case, because I've made that mistake. So, yeah. But shoot, if you want it, just let me know. I'll just shoot you the link.
Yep. So you've heard it here. Go ahead and talk to Cody. So that's a lot for the campaign. And correct me if I'm wrong, I'm seeing a black spot in the screen there. What is the black spot on your secret perk?
What, that T-shirt?
Yes. That's what I want to know about.
That's the shirt. So I mentioned this the other night, but that wasn't with you guys. That's right. So basically, I want to get a shirt for this this book because I just want one because it's such a cool idea and it seems to be really popular. People like to wear their support as I do. So I'm in talks right now, and it's unofficial, but I mean I haven't heard anything negative. I haven't heard any response yet because he's very busy moving his entire life halfway around the world. But we're working on a design right now with the artist of Long Harbor, Alejandro Mirabal. So
that's huge.
That's a big deal, everybody. Yeah. And so you mentioned that the other night on the Starcast stream. And
yeah, that's right. You were there.
Yeah, I was there, and that's a really big deal. So if anybody's watching this and you don't know who that is, you should go look up Long Harbor and look at this guy's artwork. It is absolutely top tier, incredible stuff. And so I'm excited. I like a shirt, and Sean has once again retweeted. Or sorry, hashtag no shirt like a bro shirt, like the bro shirt. Which, for those of you who don't know, is a mythical shirt that both Mutt and I own and we share. And so he has it on even days and I have it on odd days. So the bro shirt's in the wash tonight. I don't have it on. Sorry.
It's a lucky shirt, so we try not to wash it.
Right. Yeah, it's like we don't want to wash the luck out. But after Mutt wore it last time, it was stanky. All right, cool. Well, that's pretty epic, everybody. If you are looking for a tier to support, that one is pretty incredible. But let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, that shirt's gonna have like I really want like a 70s retro, like Frazetta inspired design.
I love
something with Derricos on it in the center, and I'm thinking of like Blackwell in the background, just some sort of like Star Wars-esque kind of poster image. Yeah, so
that is, you were saying all the right things to me right now, Cody.
Yes.
All the right things. So we got a digital copy for $10. I like that you did a digital copy.
Yeah, for the internationals.
For internationals, exactly. There's a lot of people that backed us at the digital tier that, shipping's crazy, and you never know, people can tell you that, and you won't ever believe them until you actually go in and look at what it costs to package and ship a comic book. Dude, it is crazy.
I was looking at rates today to send something to my artist.
Yep.
And it was like just a small package that was like £1, just like not even that big. It would fit in your hand, and it was like $100 and something. Like what?
Insane. Yeah, it's crazy. So everybody needs to. I think everybody should have a digital tier, and there's a lot of debate about that. But for me, and what we're doing, we talked about this the other night on that stream as well, is we're waiting till the physical book is out in people's hands so they can hold it, and then we'll release the digital tier to the people that backed at that level. And that's just a way to make sure that the people that got that physical tier can have it first and can read it, have time to read it before that gets spread out, because eventually somebody will have it somewhere on a free site and you'll be able to get it for nothing. But we want to have it, but it's important, though. I think it's important for people, and it's a cheap way for them to support your campaign. So
exactly that too. Yeah, because you got people out there backing 5-6 campaigns a month.
Man, tons of people and honestly, full disclosure, there's a bunch of digitals that I've done just because I just can't afford to personally back that many campaigns at that level. I just can't do it. So it's hard. But anyway, let's see. Next one, Mutt. Stop looking at whatever you're doing and help us out.
I'm trying to draw this comic book you've got me involved in.
Did you see the tweet I put the other day? And I said that I was going to make sure you got a steady diet of Mountain Dew and Hot Pockets so that was like, I'm gonna keep him. I'm gonna keep him working, and he's gonna get a steady diet of Hot Pockets and Mountain Dew so that he gets it done.
He's gonna set him up with a feed bag and a chute.
That's right. He's in the basement, and I have a little crank, and it just cranks down like a little bucket, and he gets his Mountain Dew and his Hot Pocket out, and he can keep going.
I like to think you have like a little remote control, with a big red button and a big antenna, and you just go, zzz, and then and then you got another
it
button.
Puts the lotion on its skin.
Zap him back to work.
Cool. So we got our signed issue for $25. That's good. I like signed stuff, and like we want to sign all of our book unless people request us not to sign it. It's going to come signed because we've been talking about this for years of the day that we get to sit down together at a table and we can have our Sharpies and we can sign it. We're really looking forward to that. So
cool.
And I think it's cool because you get the artist touch or the artist or writer or both, touch the book before they send it to you. And I think it's something special about that. Whether or not that will ever make it worth more or less or whatever, it's just kind of cool. So I dig that.
No, definitely. It adds a personal touch,
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool.
Yeah,
Plus, if you become president or something, that's just gold.
President Macho. I like it. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, it's got a good possibility.
All right, let's go down a little bit more, Mutt. I should be controlling this thing.
Yeah, if you do something once in a while, that'd be nice.
Maybe one day. Here we go. We got a bundle. What's in the bundle? Click the thing. Or actually, he can just tell us about it.
And some stickers.
Digital, physical, and stickers. Sweet. And then you got 2 signed copies. Just stay on the computer, Mutt. We're gonna blow through some of these until we get down towards the bottom. 2 signed copies, and I think there's the 5 signed copies with a sketch card and stickers. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then Corsa Resident.
Pause just a second, Macho. You should definitely send this 5 signed copies link out to some stores because they might be interested in that.
That's actually a great idea. Local stores for you, and then that might be something that fans of this book should click that link, copy it, and send it out to your local stores. It could be anywhere in the U.S. Doesn't matter, right? Mm-hmm. So send that out because there's stores out there that like to get indie stuff and put them out for display. So that's a great idea.
Very true.
Cool. Keep on going. Corsa Resident. What's in the Corsa Resident?
So you get 2 physical copies. There's 5 slots available for you to be drawn in as a villager in Corsta Village, which is Derricos' homeland or his hometown, basically. So, yeah, you could be a little extra in the background.
Nice. I like it. Cool. And a couple copies. You get some stickers. And then the one that I'm really excited about, and we already had one claimed, get your face ripped off. So tell us about that. I know we kind of talked about it a little bit, but give us the lowdown on this one.
Yeah, so without spoiling the story too much, because I hate spoilers, but there's a couple people who die in this first chapter, so in a pretty gruesome way. So you get to be drawn in there and die with honor.
That's cool.
Copies, a sticker, and a sketch card. So
yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So I think it's pretty awesome that you're including the sketch card in these, especially with that secret perk. Like that just ups the game a lot. There's a lot of bang for your buck in that one. So I'm pumped about that and pumped to get my Wisdom Comes stuff. I still got it back. I said I was going to back it the other night, and I still haven't done it. I'm sorry about that.
Take your time. You're good.
But it's going to happen. I promise you. You have the Macho guarantee right here live on the air.
All gravy, baby.
Well, sweet. The campaign looks really good, man.
Thank you.
I'm excited. Looks like you're off to a fantastic start. You're almost a quarter of the way there, and you have how many? What would you say? 25 days left.
33 left. I started with
33 left.
So yeah, I can expand.
Cool. You can always extend the campaign, and I don't think you're going to have any problem getting there.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
That's cool. Check this out. I got my artist paid for 5 more pages, so we're getting ink for those sometime this coming week. Man, those pages are sick, man. Like it's like 4 pages of like history and backstory, and then like the last of those 5 pages like going into Derrico's childhood. So it's going to be really cool. Yeah, really cool.
I know you don't. I know you don't like spoilers. So,
right.
Do you plan on showing some of these pages or all these pages? Or are you going to keep them kind of close to the?
No, I'll
vest?
show the pages. I'll show the artwork for sure. I just like the words, like and
gotcha.
For the first like a few pages and stuff, the words. There's not too much there that's going to give anything away because this is sort of like like I said, it's a long project. Mm-hmm. So I'm not jumping in with like, here's what you need to know, but I kind of am. It's there in its own way. You'll see. So yeah, you have the setup of the hero on his hero's journey in a strange land, and very vague and mysterious. And then he's like, oh, okay, he's trekking, and then you get to this page, and you're like, wow, well, where is he? Because he looks like a medieval knight, but there's tanks and military.
I know. I noticed the tanks and it looks city. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah. So I think it'll be a good. I think once you see more pages in context, it'll make more sense. So I'm pretty excited about that. Show those off. So I'll be adding those to the campaign page. Once I start getting inks for those. My artist, the way he works is he'll usually do roughs, send those to me for approval. I will approve them, and then he'll send me inks for approval. I'll approve those, and then he'll finalize, and then we'll get into the custom lettering and stuff. So, like, I don't know if you saw those lettering boxes, but he does those all by hand. All those caption boxes there,
that's wild. Yeah.
Like when he sends me
he draws them in for you.
Yeah, basically, I set up the lettering, but then he sends me like the little box for him, and so I put the lettering in there, and it's just like a little rectangle. It just looks like a normal rectangle, and then of course Steve through his crazy. Like if you zoom in on those caption boxes, it's like a pretty badass like little texture he put on there. It's like papyrus or canvas looking. It's really cool.
Yeah, he adds Mutt's gonna do it. Come on, do it, Mutt.
Dude, it's okay.
Zoom in, enhance. Can
you clean that up?
I just like to make him do stuff when I ask.
Yeah.
There you go. Enhance.
More.
Looks
Zoom
good.
More.
Yeah, man.
That's the best.
There it is.
That's okay. I have a.
Not impressed, but that's it. No, I'm not with you. I'm not impressed with Mutt.
Yeah, I could blow one up for you guys if you want to actually see that, but that's up to you.
No, that's. I think it's great. I love it when an artist is into it and they really put that extra bit to make it. It just feels everything about it feels better when the artist goes a little bit above and beyond like that. So
definitely, yeah, and I get that feeling from both Gabriel and Steve. Man, they just. Like if I ever have notes, they're always like super cool with it, and I'm cool with my notes too. I never am like, hey dummy, you did the wrong colors there, like I'm never like that. So I'm very respectful with them, and I think they get that and appreciate it. So
that'd be a nice change of pace for me.
Yeah, right.
I was gonna say,
wouldn't you like to know how that is?
That's it. It sounds
literally in our we have like this little private chat box that nobody else can see.
Yeah.
And in the private chat, the first thing I wrote was, "Hey, dummy."
It's just 100% abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Mutt's a battered wife, basically.
That's right. Yeah. Well, don't feel too bad for him. He gives it just as much as he gets it. So
I've seen it.
Hey, why don't you do a reading of this page? But do like a dramatic
reading
because these words are really good. Like Cody's words are good, so I want you to do it.
All right, I have to get closer to the screen so I can read it. All right.
Wait, get into character.
All right, hold on. Let me get into character.
Just make him sound like Who
is this speaking?
Where's my mic? Hold on. I gotta get my mic there.
So the concept of the book is that these narration boxes, these captions are this is his journal writings, right? So this is his inner thoughts and his feelings and his what he's feeling and stuff. So
yeah, it's important.
So
all right, here we go. This is a live.
This is
a
him
live reading.
So you've killed dragons.
As an adult?
Yeah, you've killed
Okay, I've killed dragons. All right.
You've seen some stuff. You've seen some bad things.
So. And I'm in a cave right now, and there's glowing crystals.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
you
cool.
have no
right,
idea where you are.
Hold on. Bleeding cool tomorrow. Hero creator Macho admits he batters his wife Mutt. Thanks, Sean. All right. Here we go with the live reading of the page number whatever of Wisdom Comes.
Go.
Alone. I'm terrified, but I cannot show it. This is no home for fear. I must discard the notion of failure now. The weight is immense. Is it burdening? I can't see it. Enhance.
Yes.
I have come for an answer for Hera, for her children, and I will not return to her without it.
So good. So good.
We're talking Oscars.
Yeah, I'm real proud of that.
That's great. You nailed it, dude.
All right, good.
Yeah,
good. So I'm glad. When it's time for the made for TV movie, you let me know. I'm in. I'll put a wig on. I don't care. I'll put a wig on.
Yeah. All right.
Very good. At least just don't look at me over just right away. Sweet. So so you were talking about this is something I was thinking about while we were before Mutt interrupted and made me do a live reading. But the colors you were talking about what was the color's name? Steve?
Yeah, Steve Cannon. He does Jack Irons, a steel
right.
cowboy. Yeah.
That's where I was getting to. So he does Jack Irons' book, and if anybody has ever seen Jack Irons, that book is incredible. The color is amazing. So I can see his work, like the crystals. I could see right away his touch in that because he does really good with like glowy things or like shiny things.
Yeah, dude, and like he just adds stuff all the time. Like the amount of notes I give him on coloring is so minimal, it's insane. Like he just like goes with it.
Yeah.
Like if it's ever a note, it's always like something I forgot to tell him, and it was an obvious thing on my part. But dude, like he's just so good. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to trust somebody too, like a colorist that has work out there that you see. And that was somebody actually when we were thinking about color. I can't remember. It was probably Mutt actually showed him to me and was like, "You should check this dude out." And we looked at him, and for one reason or another, it just didn't work out for us and him. But he has legit color. I remember seeing it and thinking like that guy would definitely be somebody I'd be interested in having work on our comic. So yeah, very cool. Now I was thinking about the book and a medium of comics in general. And so it's all about telling a story, and this is a specific way to tell a story. You can do it visually. So it's not quite a movie. It's not a book. It's a little bit of both. But when you're trying to get stuff across to people, like for this particular volume 1, what is the biggest thing you're hoping that you want fans or potential fans to get from your comic, or what's the biggest thing you want them to know about the main character? How about that?
The biggest thing I want you to know about Derikos Galvin by the end of chapter 1 is that he's been through some stuff. Okay. I want you to realize why he's trying to track down Black Maw and kill him and end the dragon's reign of terror on Hera, right? So you're gonna see. Sorry, this is so hard because I hate spoilers.
Yeah. I was trying to ask you some deep questions, but I was actually thinking about that when I was writing them.
Yeah, no, it's great because it forces me to get out of that comfort zone of shutting myself off from spoilers because I hate them. Like that's just me. That's my own problem I'm dealing with. But I'm still trying to find that healthy balance of like spoiler or not spoiler. But yeah, no, chapter 1 is you're gonna see his childhood and how messed up it was. And you're gonna feel for him. That's what I want you to. Yeah, I want you to feel for him and understand why he's on this quest. And you're also gonna get some history of Hera's people.
Okay.
His people in particular, because this is a whole planet we're talking about. So it's not homogenous. So there are different races and cultures and religions and everything. So we are focusing on this guy because he's the star of the story. So you're going to see how his people have been dealing with the dragon issue, and you're going to see how it hits home. And if you scroll down there, whoever's controlling I think it's Mutt.
Boomer in Chief.
Boomer Chief.
There he is. These
last 2 pages that we got put up that Steve colored for me. This is I'll spoil some stuff. This is a flashback. So so this is a flashback that Derricos is talking about at a certain point in chapter 1, and you'll get these flashes. That's why it's all kind of quick imagery.
Yeah.
Because he was about 5 years old when this happened. So that's his mother saving another villager who is his childhood friend from being basically kidnapped by a bunch of drakes to be dragged into the forest and feasted upon.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
So let me see. Stop right there 1 second. So the dragon? So they stab the dragon. So is its blood gold?
Yeah. So that's another thing about this book is that I'm very much trying to give you a sense of realism. Aside from the art and the bright colors and everything else, I want this. Once you start getting a grasp on what the story is about, I want you to think to yourself, wow, this could really be true. This could be, I could see this, being a real thing. And you'll find out why later on. And it has to do with something you see in one of those 5 pages in the beginning.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I really like symbology, and I really dove deep into dragon mythology. And, I took a lot from that. And one of the old myths from way back states that dragons had black and yellow blood that didn't mix.
Really?
So,
That's cool.
So I really wanted to get original with it. So, and do something I don't think I've ever seen in any movie or comic book anywhere where dragons didn't have red blood or something,
Yeah.
blood that lit on fire and stuff like that. So
I like that they have black and yellow blood and they don't mix, like oil and water or something like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like 2 paints that don't mix, and it's gooey and it's
Very
hot.
Cool.
Yeah, it'll burn you if it's fresh. So yeah, so that's just a little touch I put in there, and there's a lot more of that in the book too, because I don't know if you guys know what speculative history and speculative evolution is.
No.
So speculative it just means like what if, basically.
Yeah, gotcha.
So when you're talking speculative history, you're like, okay, well, what if those myths and legends were actually true?
Okay.
Or what if that did happen? And then when you're talking about it in evolution, it's like, well, what if life evolved differently if it did? You know what I mean? Like if it like what if
Mutt grew a tail?
Yeah, like what if if you believe that humans evolved and that they used to have tails, like what if we had tails today? Like, kind of like the Saiyans, in Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that. So that always fascinates me.
That's cool. Yeah.
So I really like that concept, and you can look at like concept art of that online.
Okay.
Like people will draw like crazy animals and stuff, but you look at the animal and you're like, well, that doesn't look like an alien animal, but it looks like something that could be real.
Yeah.
Say it's a giraffe with like zebra stripes and it doesn't have horns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just simple, small stuff like that. But things like that is what I'm putting into this book, because this is a whole nother planet. So life evolved there in its own way over the years, just like it did on Earth. So it took different pathways.
Yeah.
It happened. Just so happens that the best adapted apex predator, well, supposedly apex predator, was a humanoid looking thing like humans. So they took over. The dragons let it happen. So
gotcha. Well, we have a question from Sean. He says, if Wisdom Comes gets funded, will Cody be able to buy a nightlight? He's so funny.
You don't see my face for.
It's daylight out there. Very cool. Well, Wisdom Comes is looking very good. So everybody, one more time, Cody has this out on Indiegogo. Sean has dropped a lot of links in the chat, and there's going to be more to come. So we're going to take a break from Wisdom Comes for 1 second because this is the moment everybody's been waiting for. We want to introduce a new segment to the show, and I'm really excited about this. And it's called the segment is called "Are You Smarter Than Mutt?" Okay, and so Mutt is a man of very what I would call average intelligence, and so in this contest, if you win, you should be proud of yourself. You're gonna win something. I don't know how we're gonna do this. We talked about something that Mutt might be able to do for you, and you should be proud, but not too proud, because Mutt's a man of very average intelligence. But if you lose, then you need to hang your head in shame, and you're gonna have to do something for us, and we'll figure out what that is. Now, did you have any ideas, Mutt? We were talking about it while I was at at work today, like pulling kayaks around and like.
If Cody can defeat me in Are You Smarter Than Mutt? I will draw a sketch card, digital sketch card for him. And send it.
What?
Yeah, there you go. So if Cody loses, what does he need to do?
He has to finish up his cartoon that he started with you going door to door,
punching people.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could digitize it. I could digitize it and color it.
You should do that. All right. Is that agreeable?
Agreed.
Cody? All right. Good. All right. So this is how the new segment's going to work. Look, Christopher C is in here. What's up, Christopher C? Good to see you, my friend. And he says, "New segment!" Exclamation point. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to ask 3 questions. Whoever has the most correct answers wins. And then if we have a tie, we're going to have a tiebreaker. And at that point, I'm going to let Christopher C decide who wins if you guys tie again. Okay? How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, cool. So here we go. New segment, Are You Smarter Than Mutt? The first question I got for you guys, I thought I would start out with some literary questions. And the first one is this. What is the pen name of a Mr. Theodore Giselle? And you have 4 options here. So what's the pen name of Theodore Giselle? George Orwell, Dr. Seuss, Ayn Rand, or Robert A. Heinlein? What do we got? How about we'll let our guest Cody go first. So would you like to hear the options again?
What was option 2?
Let's see. I said it's George Orwell, Dr. Seuss, Ayn Rand, Ayn, Ayn Rand, or Robert Heinlein.
I thought Ayn Rand was a woman. I don't know.
Macho doesn't know anything.
Oh, man.
What's the pen name of Theodore Giselle?
Theodore.
Sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
Theodore Giselle. Answers are coming in from the chat.
All right. Yeah. So Christopher says segments are hot like the human centipede.
Centipede is not hot. It is disgusting.
What was the 4th option?
It is George Orwell, Dr. Seuss, Ayn Rand, or Robert A. Heinlein.
I'm gonna go with D.
D was Robert A. Heinlein, correct?
Yeah.
That's the last one. Okay, cool. Mutt, what do you say?
What are the first 2 choices again?
It is George Orwell or Dr. Seuss. It's A and B.
I can read Macho like a seasoned poker player. Answer is B, Dr. Seuss.
Okay, so the correct answer to what's the pen name of Theodore Giselle is Mutt is correct. It's B, Dr. Seuss.
That was my first choice in my mind. I was like, no,
I always go with your gut. All right, Mutt, an early lead. Okay, so 1-0. That's okay. We have a lot of game left.
That's fine.
So, question number 2. This is about the good old U.S. of A. and about one of our fine states. So the question is, in what state is it illegal to catch mice? All right. So the state. So there's four answers once again. What state is it illegal to catch mice? You have Virginia is A, B, Florida, C, Oregon, or D, Ohio.
Is Cody also going first on this?
Yeah, Cody, you just go first again.
That's not really fair.
No, yeah, we'll let Mutt. Let's let Mutt go first. He got the last.
Yeah, we can switch.
Go first this time.
Yeah,
switch it up.
Give me the signal.
Once again, it is what state is it illegal to catch mice? A, Virginia, B, Florida, C, Oregon, or D, Ohio.
I'm going to go with because of the political state or the political area that the state finds itself in. I'm going to go with the answer of Oregon.
Okay, going with Oregon. All right, Cody, what do you think?
Well, I'm thinking logistics-wise, which state would have the most mice, right? So Florida, I don't know. I mean, Florida, swampy, southern, Oregon, maybe. It's kind of foresty. Ohio, it's kind of flat, middle of nowhere-ish kind of state.
Yeah.
Then we got Virginia. And I can't think of a reason why Virginia would have a bunch of mice, but I'm going to go with my gut and say Virginia.
Virginia, okay.
Only because it's one of those older colonial states, and they always have those weird lingering laws where it's like, you can't marry a horse if you're 15 without a keg of beer by your side or something.
That's right. There are a bunch of very strange Virginia laws, but the state that is illegal to catch mice in is actually Ohio. But there is a little wrinkle in this. You can catch mice in Ohio if you have your hunting license. So,
okay.
So neither one of you got that one right. Mutt, I did want you to know that I put Oregon in this one for that. I knew you would pick that if I put Oregon in because I knew you'd be watching those Antifa videos all over Twitter. So that was a trap. That was a trap for you.
Trying to get topical.
Yeah. That was a trap for you.
You trapped me like a mouse in a mouse trap.
Like a mouse in a mouse trap that's illegal to do in Ohio.
Speaking of mice, you guys, I just had to tell you because this is a PSA because it's one of the funniest videos I've seen in a while. And I don't want to derail really quick, but it's called like reverse rescue or something, where it's like a GIF or a video of somebody rescuing something, but in reverse. So it looks like they're putting them in danger, like putting a cat in a tree. It's just hilarious. But I saw this one that was super funny. It was like a mouse that got its head stuck in a little plate on the wall, like or a socket. And so it looks like a guy's just putting the mouse into the wall and then screwing it in the plate. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh. I'm looking at literally just type that in so I could watch reverse rescue.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
They're so funny, dude.
I've never heard of this, but I'm excited about it. That's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
that's what we're here for, is to talk about stuff. So I have the last question, and then the bonus question. If we don't need it, I'm actually going to ask you anyway because I'm really excited about it. So, but the last question for right now, we'll just see who the winner is here. Right now, it's 1-0 by Mutt. So come on, you got to get one here, Cody. The Joker once served as an ambassador to the United Nations for what country? All right, the Joker once served as an ambassador to the United Nations for what country? A, Algeria, B, Mexico, C, Iran, or D, Singapore? So the Joker, as in Batman and the Joker, he served as an ambassador to the United Nations for what country?
Can I ask when? Can I ask when he did it?
I don't have that information in front of me.
Can I ask which country it was?
No, you may not. A, Algeria, B, Mexico, C, Iran, and D, Singapore. What do you got? I'll let Cody go first.
I'm going with Iran.
Iran? Okay, cool.
It seems like something he would do.
All right. What do you think, Mutt?
I got a strong gut on this one.
Go with it. Let the gut flow.
Sean says, follow the gut means Mutt wins automatically.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I'm not sure what that really means right there.
Damn.
That's pretty harsh. I've got a sweet dad bod if that's what you're getting at. Sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he sure does.
Dad bods unite.
I'm going to go with Algeria.
Okay. All right.
With Algeria, because that sounds like something a writer of a comic book would do.
It's a good name, right? Yeah. So the answer is actually Iran. So we get to move to the tiebreaker.
Oh,
1-1.
Do it.
So once again, I trapped you because I put Algeria in there because I looked up like country names to pick these out, and that was the first one that popped up. So thought that was great.
You can't say you trap me if I just get the answer wrong. It doesn't mean you automatically trap me.
I did. I'm playing mind games the whole time. I'm like, what one could I do to get Mutt?
That's funny. I thought this was going to be about me being smart, but it's really about making fun of me and you looking smart.
That's right.
Okay.
That's perfect.
So we're on the same page.
No. I did think you'd like that name, though. All right, so we're going to go to the tiebreaker round. This is an exciting one. I think this is a really good piece of trivia. Okay, so we are 1-1. Whoever gets this one is the winner, and we'll reap the benefits of the rewards. So my question is, I don't know how you would even know this. The question is, what is a duinuguin?
Duinuguin?
Duinuguin. What is a duinuguin? And the closest answer to right is gonna win.
Is this in English? Is it English? I only speak English.
What is a duinuguin?
I'm not making that.
It sounds like
you gotta be creative here. Not creative. You gotta think outside the box. What's a duinuguin? What does that sound like?
I've got an answer, but I'm gonna let Cody go first.
Okay.
Duinuguin.
I had to dig deep for this to find this.
Duinuguin. You said closest answer wins, so it doesn't have to be spot on.
It doesn't have to be spot on. I will be the judge of the winner here.
All right, I'm gonna go with my gut and say it's. I can't say either or. I'm gonna say some sort of cryptid or mythological creature.
Okay.
From some other culture somewhere. Sounds like it's from Papua New Guinea. You know, one of those like half man, half dog things that steals your children in the night.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
That's. I like your answer. All right. Without giving anything away, Mutt, what is your answer?
Cody gave a really strong answer, and I'm shaking, like
shaking to your core.
I was confident, and now I'm not confident.
Hold on. Septinov says spell it.
Type it in the chat and spell it.
All right. I'll type it in the chat.
I can't see the chat.
All right.
Copy paste into this chat.
Yeah, I can do that. I can copy and paste in this chat. Hold on. Oops.
Duinuguin?
I might be saying it wrong. This is the best way that I could figure out how to say it with the research and the time given me to do this.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
It's most likely that you are pronouncing it incorrectly.
Yeah, probably.
You post it and it's like something else totally different. It's like a word that we could just recognize.
All right. I'm going to say that it is a dwelling or a shelter of some kind. It's a dwelling.
Okay, dwelling or a shelter of some kind. So Cody said it was some sort of cryptid or creature, maybe from Papua New Guinea, that might be like some dog creature that steals your children in the night. And Mutt said it's some sort of dwelling that you live in. I'm gonna have to go with Cody on this one. What a duinuguin is actually a 50-meter long sentient space dragon that could fly through deep space and breathe atomic fire, and it can be found in the Star Wars universe.
What?
I didn't know it existed. Had no clue it existed, but I was trying to think of dragon things to ask for a tiebreaker. There you go. That's the strangest dragon that I could find. It looks like a centipede with a dragon head, and it has crazy, like tissue paper wings. Anyway,
how do you spell it?
So it is spelled DUINUOGWUIN.
Yeah, jeez, dude, I never even heard of that. That's crazy. That was a good answer though, because neither of us would have got that.
I wanted to think of something crazy. So anyway, I just want to say congratulations, Cody. You're the first ever winner on Are You Smarter Than Mutt? And you are smarter than Mutt. So
I want a belt. I want to hold it up every time I come on your guys' show.
So Mutt's gonna draw you something pretty cool. I don't know what it's gonna be. He's gonna draw you something. A digital sketch card he's going to draw you. So, congratulations.
Awesome.
How about Black Ball? That'd be fun.
You should do
Yeah, dude.
That'd be sweet. Cool. So,
awesome.
A 50-meter long sentient space dragon that can fly through deep space and breathe atomic fire. How is that? How cool is that? I started reading about it, but I didn't get too deep. I was trying to get ready for this. Let's see. Actually, Sean called it before it started. He said it's a dragon. It's a dragon ? So he should have got it. Yeah, he should have got it. And then
that looks pretty cool.
Rusty says sounds like a gully dwarf.
A what?
He said maybe a bunyip.
Bunyip.
And Christopher said something which I shouldn't have allowed, but I'm just gonna let that one slide through here. I got deep into weird Star Wars territory there, and I don't think it was in it might be out of canon as far as like the MCU Star Wars goes.
Yeah.
But it is in Wikipedia. I found it in Wikipedia.
See that?
Yeah.
Star dragons. Wow,
Star dragons. Cool. Yeah. Right.
Wow, yeah, I never even knew those existed.
So originally, I did look for. I was looking for facts on Fin Fang Foom. I was going to ask you some Fin Fang Foom facts.
What's that?
5 times fast. Fin Fang Foom is so he's actually also a space dragon, but he's an Iron Man villain in the comics. And
he sounds familiar.
He looks like a Chinese dragon wearing purple underpants. And he comes from space, and he has all these rings of power that make him special. Anyway,
that's great. Yeah.
I
thought he had like a human form or something.
He looks kind of like a man, but
no, there's some other like Marvel hero I think who uses a bunch of rings, isn't there?
Well, the Mandarin, he actually Fin Fang Foom actually gives the Mandarin his rings, and that's how the Mandarin has all his rings.
That's what it was. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So anyway. We're getting close to an hour. I wanted to quickly touch on, and Mutt just brought up some stuff he's working on here, but I wanted to quickly touch on our comic hero, and then we're going to give one last shout out and pitch about Wisdom Comes. But Hero is doing really good. We just hit 6K the other day. We sold out of our very last Volks blade, thanks to Septinov. He's been pushing that on Twitter for us a lot, but we sold out. Somebody got the final knife in their chest, and they're going to have their name immortalized on that blade in the comic. So we're pretty pumped about that. And we're sitting at currently, if I can figure out which tab it's on, $6,053 currently.
Nice.
We're pretty excited about that. And it's we're just gonna keep the in demand going. Whether you may or may not be excited about it, I know I'm not, but I have the potential to also grow my Dastardly Dan mustache if we get to $6,500.
Yeah.
My wife has threatened me multiple times with all sorts of things that are not good. But I'm doing it because I said I would. If we get to 6,500, I'm doing it because I said I would.
Prepare for Macho's incoming GoFundMe.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a GoFundMe to because I'm gonna be sleeping. I'm in the basement, and the basement's not too shabby. Like it's pretty cool. But I will be I'll be having to sleep down here with my dog, who's look, see if you can see my dog. Look at my dog sleeping there. Stinky dog laying on the carpet. So you should look, everybody. There's my dog sleeping on the carpet. King,
wake up!
King, wake up! Wake up!
Dang.
He's he's not even moving. He doesn't care. No respect around here.
It's like, what do you want?
He's just staring at me. So anyway, that's what's happening in here in Neck of the Woods. Mutt is still laying down inks. We're getting color back pretty regularly. Vegas is dropping color. We have how many pages to him now? A bunch of pages.
Yeah, bunch. He's been on vacation, so he's trying to. I think he's got multiple projects going on too.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
He does them in bursts, so he'll get about 3 or 4 done at a time.
Yep. So anyway, we're pretty excited. What do you got to say about that, Mutt? Anything about the campaign?
Color page. Let's see some colors.
Oh yeah, check this out, man. There's the color.
Blue, dude. That blue for the hero. Oh, that's so cool.
Those are an old color that he has right there. Those are a different colorist, but still solid. But there's our guy right there.
That's so cool. I love the little touch of Kirby dots in there.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
Yeah, dude.
My favorite part, that panel right there, I love it. My favorite part is the big pink kick right in the face.
Yeah, very contrasting. I told Mutt I was like that dirty zombie foot.
Yeah, it has dirt caked on it.
Yeah,
look at that
dirty old zombie foot.
Look at that
That's
blue
so good.
splotchiness.
Yeah,
that's disgusting. Right in the face. And
got
a little bit on his mouth. Right
Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, that's his.
Yeah,
that one, that top right one, dude. That is cool.
Yeah, he does really well with those bright flashes and stuff. And similar to kind of what you were talking about with your guy, if you zoom in, if you really look detailed on these colored pages, he has all these things he does. He can really make, because our world is kind of a dirty, a little bit
war-ridden.
Yeah, it's a war-ridden world. That's exactly what it is. And so it's kind of cool. You can see where there's little water splotches and stuff he does. It's a really cool treatment to the colors, and I love it.
Yeah.
Septinov just says, I can think of 11 ways to kill hero with a paperclip. Oh man.
Hey, how does the hero work with water?
Is he able to go in water, be rained on or whatever? Yeah, he's water
down.
He's waterproof, man.
Okay.
If the body is in water, right?
Mm-hmm.
He would sink.
Okay.
Yeah. He doesn't need to breathe.
He doesn't need to breathe.
Okay, that's good. So he can just walk across the bottom of the ocean like Godzilla.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So looking so good. So good.
I love that last panel. My bad, dude.
My bad. That's exactly what that is.
Is this particular the body that hero is inhabiting right now? Can it talk? The body itself.
Let's see. So you're a man that doesn't like spoilers. So
yeah, never mind.
I'm gonna say no for right now.
Okay.
You'll have to find out in the book.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I always forget.
No, it's good. That's okay. There's and Mutt is actually pretty bad about giving things away. He likes to give things away. He says, Christopher says he can go swimming, but afterwards he needs to chill in a bag of rice. Everybody has done that before, where you've dropped your cell phone in the water and you put it in a bag of rice in the refrigerator.
I like that.
That's fantastic. Cool. Well, you got anything else, Mutt?
Oh man, we can end it with some Wisdom Comes.
Let's flip it back over to Wisdom Comes. Scroll one more time through that sweet, sweet colored goodness. And once again, everybody, so his campaign, he's right under $1,000. And it's only going to keep growing throughout the rest of the campaign. So that secret perk right there is pretty sweet. I mean, there is a lot of value in that thing for $50. A lot of value, and it looks really, really good. So check that out. The other one is that Dragon Slayer is another excellent one if you're just not into the secret perk. And once again, if you haven't read or haven't signed up for the mailing list, go sign up for that. Failing that, hit up Cody on Twitter, and he'll get you set up.
All day. Do it up.
That's right. So that's Derricos Galvin and Black Maw right there.
No.
That's not Black Maw. Not Black Maw.
It's just a wyvern.
It's just a wyvern. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. It looks terrifying. It looks terrifying. Yeah. So
it's not nearly as big as Black Maw. I would think you would know that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So further down, that one right there. There we go. That's Black
Maw.
He's on
a thing.
And he's on what looks like a small castle.
Yeah, this is like a baby compared to Black Maw.
Yeah, he's a little scrappy guy. It just looks big because that's technically a child in front of him, even though it doesn't really look like a child.
Okay, all right.
He's a child. Yeah, that looks like a child.
So Septinov says, Cody, Wisdom Comes looks amazing.
Yes,
and Sean says, buy that man a nightlight.
Never. I love the darkness.
Hashtag Skogor rises.
Never. Just do all my streams like this.
Yeah, just sitting in the corner.
Yeah, sitting in the darkness.
Nice.
So I don't know if you guys can see this. You see this? See this right here when I'm putting up to the camera? See the detail?
Wait, hold on.
That's the joke. It's because
I can see the detail. There he is.
No, I was just kidding. No.
It looks like you're camping out.
Yeah, because of my crazy shade. Yeah. It's still light out, dude.
Fix that. Fix the shade, man.
It just comes open like this, and there's nothing I can do about it.
No, fix the blinds. They're messed up.
I have an AC unit in the window, like the vent going out, so they don't close all the way because
you're messing with Mutt's OCD.
Yeah, I know. It messes with me too. I hate it, but nothing I can do about it.
You got to stay cool though.
Yeah,
stay in the dark, man.
Yes, yeah. I like the dark.
All right, let's see that artwork again, Mutt.
Where this one?
I don't know. You're zoomed in on Cody, and as much as I like looking at Cody.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got you.
Nobody wants to see this.
There it is. So, once again, Wisdom Comes, everybody. Hit us with the pitch one last time, and then we're gonna peace out of here.
Okay. Wisdom Comes. Back that book today. Join the fight for the future of Hera. Wisdom Comes is the story of Derricos Galvin. He's a troubled young realist who devotes his life to saving his people from annihilation by dragons. So follow him on his quest to kill Black Maw, essentially, and end the dragon's reign of terror.
Right on.
Yeah, I think we're still at 21%, $840, 11 backers, 33 days left.
Come on, guys. Somebody.
Come on, guys. You got to get this.
It's it.
I know. Well, it's going to happen.
Get in there.
Somebody get in there and do that. So, yeah, hopefully we get some folks watching this later. And if you are one of those folks, please get in on this and back this comic. I want to have my copy, and I want that freaking map in the awesome Alejandro Maribel, is that right? Maribel T-shirt. So I want all those things. So everybody needs to do their part and get those sweet perks.
Yeah, as soon as I hear back from Alejandro, I'll keep everyone posted on that on Twitter because that's something I'm really excited about and really want to share with people. And check it out or keep your eyes on my Twitter this coming week because those 5 pages are coming. And if you miss them, don't worry. They'll be on the campaign page. You can always refer there for updated artwork and stuff like that. So, yeah, and if anybody ever has any questions about the campaign or anything, just reach out to me any way you can. Doesn't matter. Just if I don't follow you, just at me, whatever.
Very good. And we have wanted to say thanks to everybody who has joined the chat and come in. And right just now we have 8 people watching, and Rollout just joined. He said join the dark side. We have comics, and he's totally right.
And
dragons and undead people. It's so good. So yeah, if anybody last call, if you guys have questions for Cody, throw them in right now for the last couple minutes while I'm talking. Bring us out.
When does Hero take place? I know it's fictional timeline, but what's the date?
So it's like near future, World War III near future. Yeah.
Alternate near future.
Yeah. So we don't say a specific date when in this. As of right now, we don't say a specific date. So
okay. And another question I had real quick.
Yeah.
If a hero is attached to a body, how long does that body last?
That's a great question. So the body lasts approximately 3 days. It depends on climate and situation, usage, like fluid loss. There's all kinds of things that could happen. So
about 3 days.
About 3 days, though. Yeah. So if he's in the jungles of like Belize or something, it might not last that long. It might be a little bit faster. So let's see. What do we get? Cody's still thinking about a cloth map? ?
Oh yeah, no, I saw that suggestion. That's a great idea for like a stretch goal, man, because that's going to be an expensive endeavor, but that would be
and shiny gold foil on that leather cover.
Yeah, that's the goal there. That's one of the goals for sure.
Yeah,
gold foil, man, because that would make
Sean knows how to make a comic book look good, and he's going to throw out some good ideas. That I like that idea of the cloth map. You could even maybe do it. I was thinking about this. So the locality where I live, they made bandanas, and they're these like, big head bandanas. But they did a map on it of the local trail system, and they're handing them out at different places. And
dude, that's a good idea.
And so you might be able to do it as a bandana too. Like that might be pretty cool.
Kind of like a whip flag, a whip. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
That's valuable intel. He's talking about how Hero only lasts 3 days. He has his sights on him. Very cool.
No, I was thinking. I'm not going to say it here. I'll tell you guys in private messages what I was asking those questions for.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Well, sweet. Well, I think that is it. We're just over an hour. Thank you, everybody who joined and listened to us talk. Saw the very first ever recorded battle of Are You Smarter Than Mutt? And listen to us talk about this awesome project, Wisdom Comes, and listen to Cody here. So
thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime, man. You always let us know. We'll be happy to have you. I hope everybody has a great night. Once again, special thanks to Septinov and Sean, and also our man, Christopher C. He's always in, and he always says some stuff that I will not repeat in front of But that's why I love you, Christopher. Also, Rusty, thanks for coming. Roll Out, thanks for coming. And Manny. Yeah.
Is that,
it's
Twitter?
Rusty
Blades.
It's Rusty Deo.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but Rusty, I still appreciate you.
Identify yourself, Rusty.
Identify yourself. And and thanks, Manny, for stopping in as well, and anybody else out there, we appreciate it. So this is Macho signing off. Mutt, what do you got to say?
I love everybody, and I don't care if I have to draw a black mall. That's fine. And I will get you next time, Cody.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't worry, there'll be a rematch.
Rush it up now.
And Macho did put trick questions in there. Just so
Did he?
It is Rusty Blades, by the way. It is Rusty Blades.
It is. Oh, okay, yeah. I think on Twitter he was talking to me about. I could be wrong. It might be a different Rusty, but talking to me about like Japan localization and stuff.
Oh, very possible.
Yeah, you guys should get in with them because Japan, they love localized comics.
Okay.
Localized American comics, apparently.
And roll out. I bet this is Transform and Rollout on Twitter. And he's a big supporter, and we really appreciate you. Supporting Hero and Wisdom Comes. That's very cool.
Always.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Well, I think that's it. We're going to cut it here, guys. Thanks for joining us once again. Later, Sean. Later, everybody. Have a great night. Cody, got anything, last words of wisdom you want to say?
Yeah, back wisdom comes today. And if you can't or you already have, share that campaign because I want to hit that 1K before Monday ends.
All right. Let's do it. All right, guys. Have a great night.
See ya.
Peace.